I don't even know why I'm supposed to go to court. Because of a fucking car plate. Just summon me $50 or some shit. But they just give me a report. This is your court date. You need to menghadiri some magistrate, some kukuchao. Okay, fine. I didn't go.
Okay. Welcome back to Yamcha Sessions. It has been a while, but today we have Sonia Chan.
Hello.
Not to be confused with Sonia Yuan. Because on her Insta, it's Sonia Yuan, but it's Sonia Chan.
So who are you? Is Sonia Yuan like your lawyer name, and then when you're off lawyering, you're Sonia Chan and stuff like that?
No lah, it's just
just
Nama
Sonia.
Glamour lah. On Instagram.
My name is Saravanan. Yes, just Poighai. I'll think of
Let's
something
get right into the thick of it. Okay, so how did you decide, or when
No,
did you...
wait. First and foremost, introduce yourself. Like what you doing, you know, and shit.
She can... Okay, you can... Okay, can... How would you describe your job?
My job, I think it's a boring thing.
Oh,
but
by the way, she's a lawyer.
Yeah, Sonia Chan is a lawyer, but we cannot say which firm.
Yeah, due to confidential. That's damn sweet.
No. Actually, that is not necessarily a confidential thing, right? Is that?
yeah, it's not really because you can't openly promote your firm.
Is it? Wait,
Yeah.
what sort of rules is this?
It's in a professional.
It's an act.
It's a solicitor legal profession act.
You can't do promotion. If people want you, they will have to come to you.
Correct. So actually, we have a website where you can just pick which section of KL you want, like which state. Then it will come up with a list of lawyers. So you can choose your lawyers from there. But I can't like go to John and say, hey, you know,
Come
I will
to-
promote my firm on Facebook or something.
Actually, I was having a conversation with her already. She was saying how, right? You notice you don't see signage of law firm,
I always see Program Bela Association.
But it's a small one.
But it's a
right?
small
goddamn one, yeah.
but you notice it's not like
Huge.
big dental.
It's never the
or-
case.
Yeah.
Why,
Yeah.
So it's a set rule. So all law firms would have that actual signboard with the actual measurements.
Same measurement.
Same measurements, and it's black.
Yeah. Black.
Yeah, it's always black.
It's always black.
Always black and white, man.
Is it must be same font?
Not really same font. I don't think the font matters lah, but
Whoa,
it just
why?
have to be that size. You can't promote, and it's always on the second floor. Law firms are always on the second
Yeah.
floor
Why?
because you can't promote. That's all.
Can't promote. Your first floor also, most of you can do is like lobby. like
Your receptionist.
reception.
Is it because they're trying to like, you know what, you don't need a lawyer, just don't do bad things or something.
Yeah, it's always good to mediate lah.
Okay.
You're not wrong, you know. Okay.
Cool. Okay, but to be specific, what type of lawyering you're doing?
I'm doing general litigation now, but I don't do criminal. So anything other than criminal. So what's the difference between criminal and civil, right? It's civil, you want damage and compensation. But criminal, you want someone to go to jail.
Okay.
Or something like that.
For like
Yeah.
revenge.
Not revenge lah.
Oh, because they did
technically-
something wrong lah.
You did something wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damage and compensation.
Okay, wait, wait.
So you want money or
Nice.
a property or something.
Oh, because of that damage or whatever. Okay, we need to backtrack a bit first.
Okay.
So because our questions are catered to those undergrads, if they want to become a lawyer
Yeah.
or they're considering becoming a lawyer,
Lawyer.
right? So when did you decide to be a lawyer and why?
Oh, I didn't decide very fast actually.
Oh, okay.
So I did my A levels first.
Okay.
At that point in time, I want to do like, you know, those sciencey thing, like a doctor or something, right? So I
Okay.
did my A level in the science stream one.
Ah.
Then I realized I'm shit at it.
Okay, it's okay. All of us are. All of us are.
All of us.
That's why we do this podcast.
Yeah.
Because we are shit in the science shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
so then after that, then I realized, okay, my physics is bad because there's math. Then my math and statistics is bad. So I'm like, why don't I do law? Because there's no math.
Oh, that girl is law harder than maths?
For me, I hate math lah. So law is definitely
Easier.
better.
Okay,
Much better.
Alright.
Oh, but does A levels prepare you for that? Like it molds you, or is it just like a foundation type of thing, and then
If you were to do the economy side, like with the economies law, probably it will help you more because
Oh,
the
okay.
first, second year law, the subjects would overlap because cases doesn't change, right? So it would help you. But for me, science, it didn't help me at all.
Yeah. Because it's a
when I go
different
degree.
path already, lah,
Yeah.
that one. Okay, so when you did A levels already, then when was the turning point that you said? I mean, I know already now because of the math thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then what's the next step after your A levels?
Yes.
So you would have to pick a place to do your degree. First,
For
you have
for
to
law.
decide whether do you want to go overseas or do you want to
BSc.
do Yeah,
Local.
or BAC or do local.
No one knows. BAC is the lawyer firm to go, right? No, man.
I just realized that. I just realized.
People will go BAC lah, cause city center. I think a lot of people go to Taylor's as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So you decided to do it in the UK, right?
Yeah, I did in the UK, but I did the UK transfer program.
okay.
So you do, it's either 1+2 or 2+1. So you do 2 years in Malaysia and 1 year in UK.
You did?
I did 2 years in Malaysia and 1 year in UK.
Oh.
And was it the same thing they're teaching or what? Because I mean UK law and Malaysia
Yeah,
law.
so it should be different, right?
It should be different, but the thing is, I'm in a private uni, right? So I go to INTI. So INTI, you would study UK degree, so you would use the UK syllabus unless you go for the local U, then you would study Malaysian law. But you do touch on UK laws as well. Because, yeah.
But how does that prepare you to be a lawyer in Malaysia if you're studying UK's law?
Yeah,
So
why.
that's where it comes when you come back, you do the certificate of legal practice. So it's like a license per
Is
se.
it the bar?
Yeah, it's the bar. So in the UK, they call it the bar. So some people can do the bar in UK. But at the end of the day, you have to come back here, right?
To do the bar
To
here.
do
lah.
But if you have the UK bar, you don't have to come back to do the Malaysian bar.
Oh.
What the hell?
Yes.
How is that applicable? It's different bar, right?
Yeah, it's different. But in UK, they train you advocacy and all that. The laws, practically, we use the same because Malaysian do take a bit of,
The
like some
UK.
of our
Legislation.
legislations is the same. We adopt it from different countries.
okay.
So likely applicable, but all lawyers have to go through this thing called chambering or pupillage. So you will work in a law firm for 9 months. It's like your training. So that's how you get
Is
used.
it like a doctor's housemanship
Yes,
thing?
it's a compulsory 9 months.
I see.
chambering.
So where did you go for your chambering?
I did it in quite
But wait, can you say?
Can say no.
cannot lah. But it's a large firm in KL, somewhere in KL.
How was the chambering? Do they actually treat you like an intern or they actually lawyer you up?
Chambering, they usually would try to lawyer you up, but it depends on the firm you go actually. If you go to a bigger firm, you might get less exposure because all the lawyers we have like a tier as well. So at this tier you do this, second tier you do this.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
like you level up.
You level up lah, like
Okay.
your job scope sort of thing.
It just gets more difficult as you progress higher and higher.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, I need to backtrack a little bit, right? So in school, right, what is the syllabus like when you enter to do law? Is it like they give you certain scenarios, situations they have to tackle, or do you like work with a team?
Or you just
How does
study?
it? Or you just study and answer?
So it's
Yeah,
usually
sure.
text. They give you textbook, right? It's usual. Then you will have case. They will explain to you the principles and all that. When exam time, it's usually like a problem question, like someone went and buy this and what. So you would have to apply the principle and give example of cases and come to a conclusion. Why is this section applicable, or why you come to this conclusion? So it's a problem
So
question.
you have to remember actual
law.
cases that happened
Correct.
before and say this is similar to that.
Yes, correct. You have to,
Wow.
or if it's similar but you want the outcome to be different, you have to distinguish the facts. Sort of, you have to see why is it different from my case now. That's why that is not applicable now.
I see. I see.
What if you don't remember any case? Then fuck.
In exam, you're screwed lah. But
Holy shit.
then working, we can just
Look it up,
refer again. But when I was studying, when I was doing the exam, right, that time we would have to memorize the whole case name as well as the year and which law report we get it from. So it's a full thing. So let's say it's like John and Poighai, 2016, 2 MLJ 369, something like that. Some
The
teachers
code
will,
name of the
yeah,
one,
some lecturers, right, will penalize you if you don't get the whole thing correct.
Screw them.
I agree.
So
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah. But sometimes you'll be like, I forget lah, but I know there's a case with that fact, but I will just refer like, in a known case, because I forget, right?
Oh.
Yeah, maybe you'll minus 1 mark there, lor.
Better than zero, right?
Yeah, better than 0, lor.
I see,
Because
I
if you
see.
refer the case and it's wrong already, right, then you're screwed also. They only give marks if it's full names. Last time lah, during my time, so.
But does all this exam, right, prepare you for the law action that will take place as what you're doing today?
The principle wise, yes. Procedural wise, yes. But you can't really use all that without like thinking through like whether is it applicable now or not.
It might fuck you over, so
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
Okay, this is totally unrelated. But when during action, do you say, hey, last time this case MJ207, same situation, why can't we use
They
this?
probably say it like that, but in a more
So
professional
no,
manner.
we don't do that in court actually. So what happened is before court, right? So let's say I will sue both of you. Okay, after I sue both of you, what happened is the court will issue you a notice, say that we have this thing called case management.
I thought they would say you've been sued.
No, of course, your lawyers will serve you. You have to be duly served your writ and statement of claim. Then after that, the court will tell you which day you have to go for case management. So then nowadays, case management, you don't have to go to court. We have this online system where you can just chat with the registrar. So you don't have to be don't have to go to court lah. Don't have to go because it's just a very short to get new date. So what happened in the first one? They will be like, okay, did you serve the defendant? Okay, if the defendant already served, they have a lawyer, right? Then they would say, okay, then I'll give you time to reply. So you would have a defense. So you would file in, your lawyers would file in a defense. Then after that, after the defense, you see, then the other side will file a reply to the defense.
Basically, it's like a chat lah.
Yeah, it's a chat, but then all you have to file it in, it's documentary.
God, it's pretty expensive chat, bro.
No, it's quite elaborate chat. It's quite elaborate. You have to state previous cases, you have to state scenarios.
Oh, no. During your defense, in your what we call these are pleadings. So you just state all your facts. Like let's say, okay, John signed the contract with Poighai, right? So you need to just say on this date I signed the contract here, but at the end of the day he did not adhere to the contract. That's why I want to sue him for breach of contract.
Well, basically, it's details about the case that are going to be used during the court.
So whatever you use, you don't plead, I don't use plead. You don't state the law in your first line of pleadings. Then after that is settled, then the court will ask you to file for separate trial documents, which is like issues. What are the issues of your case?
Or like backing to your case, is it?
What are your documents that you want to use? You have to file in this bundle of documents. Then after that, also your witnesses, how many witnesses you want, you have to tell the court beforehand.
So they can prepare lah.
They can prepare and fix how many days is for trial.
I see.
Then after that...
How many days? Got several days?
Let's say if me and both of you, some people I want to question longer, might be 3-4 days.
You want to milk more out of the fucker lah, that's why.
Because you want them to answer the question. You want to have the answer that you want for your case.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. So you...
It's either you do the preparing or you do the defending in terms of preparation lah.
Yeah, so the plaintiff would have more things to do lah. Say they have to prepare more, like the documents.
Plaintiff?
The one that is
the one that
serving you.
is initiating the suit.
I see.
Would prepare more compared to the defendant, which is the one defending the suit.
But it seems to me that actually gives you a lot more time for yourself to prepare, right?
Yeah,
versus in school where you are like on the spot, must remember. That doesn't make any sense.
So all these timelines are given in our rules of court. So Malaysia, we have these rules of court. So procedural thing. Let's say I file a statement of claim, right? Then the other side entitled to file a defense. So based on the rules, you have 14 days. So usually by right is 14 days lah.
Oh, normally the deadline is always 14 days for you to prepare.
The court and your opponent is not that bad lah. If you cannot finish, you will be asked for extension lah. But you have to write
have a valid excuse,
reasons and all that.
I really like the fact she said opponent, no? Opponent, no? Round one, fight! Okay, cool. But actually, I had something I wanted to say, but I forgot. But it's okay, continue.
Okay. So when you decided, right, was there a mentor that you had, or you just like solo go through school?
I just went through with it. I didn't ask anyone about it because in my family there's none.
You are the first.
I'm the first one. Yeah. So
did you watch a lot of SUV?
Sorry?
You know the Law Order?
Oh yeah, I do watch a lot of that.
Man.
That is so good.
It's actually good, yes.
It's really good.
Law and Order, Special Victims Unit.
Yes. You know the song Ding Ding.
Yeah, yes. So if I actually ask you SVU related stuff, please forgive me. That's where I get my lawyering knowledge, man.
Oh.
Serious, for real. I always get my lawyer.
What, did that play a part in the influence of you wanting to become a lawyer?
I think so. You will find it very cool, right?
It's actually pretty good, bro.
Like they all in court and then like objection overruled and shit like that.
One moment she like this, next moment she like that, and she cry.
But is that in real life like that?
No, you do issue objection if you find like the questions is irrelevant, but it's not too so drama lah, you know.
You would normally go like objection.
No, you will like slowly like want to stand up, and you'll be like, if I may, the question is not relevant.
Not objection, Your Honor.
I would have to state an objection or record an objection. You would do that, but you wouldn't just objection. You wouldn't lah. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it's a US thing.
Yeah, it is. You know, US they walk here and there. In this court, you don't move around.
Oh,
yeah.
You just sit up.
You stand in that square.
The person that is talking at the time have to stand, but you can't stand two person at once. It's a rule lah. So if another lawyer is speaking, you would have to sit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, because otherwise everybody is over talking.
Yeah.
But the witness stand or the person in question is always at the same spot
Yeah,
lah.
he's always sitting there.
Oh, but you have to call the fella to go up and then sit there lah.
So they have to swear,
They swear
make an oath, yeah.
Do they say it in Malay?
It depends what language you want to testify in. If you want to do it in Mandarin, can got translator.
See for
But you have to find your own translator. Your lawyers will find one for you. Or the court will
So are
provide.
cases usually like held in English, Mandarin, or is it like diversified? Depends.
Oh, it depends on the court. So if it's the lower courts like sessions and magistrate court where the claim is below 1 mil, it's BM. But when you do BM, sometimes in court, right, the judge would definitely allow you can ask for permission to speak in English. You can file your papers in English. But your papers in English in lower court would have to come with a BM translation.
What in the
So you
fuck?
have double work lah. So you would draft in English,
Translator?
then translate in BM. But some people can draft directly in BM lah. It's up
But
to
if
you.
they are damn pro lah.
But
that
the English one is not compulsory. So because you want to use the English one, right? So you have to do extra work. lah.
That is fucking crazy,
Damn,
bro.
bro.
This is, I think, the first industry I know, right? Where like BM is a mandatory, you know. Normally, I mean, government is like that, lah. But generally,
right?
yeah, but
By
generally,
right is in Bahasa lah.
wow, that's mad shit.
There are certain
eh.
courts that I go to, they have a sign there like sila cakap dalam bahasa kebangsaan sahaja or something like that.
I bet none of them follow the
Oh no, you speak because the judge will answer you back in Bahasa, right?
So
Then
if
it's
you answer English, you disrespect him, jail.
Wow,
can lah. Not for
jail
Bahasa lah,
What the
wouldn't
fuck?
lah.
No meh?
You'll just be upset lah. Then you won't. The case won't
But I
be in your
think
favor.
all
lor.
lawyers can speak at least, even though those that really not fluent in BM, you can just do like very broken ones. I
As
can.
long as it's BM.
Wow, I think if I spoke in BM, the judge will be like,
Jonathan,
"Kau
I'm-
ni
No,
bahasa
don't
kebangsaan,
like-
tapi kau ni English lah,
tak boleh.
English.
No, anda.
Kesian lah ni." Okay.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, right? So, like, say for example, how does the judge indicate whether your objection is a valid objection? or not?
He will.
No, sometimes like objection on the overrule like,
It depends on him or her.
His mood
actually.
lah.
Not his mood, because when the lawyer that raised an objection, right, he
Okay.
will justify what. Then she will ask like counsel, why is it? Why do
Why
you
is it
object?
objection?
Why do you
Oh,
object?
because lari topic. Because
She say I didn't plead this. What? It's not in my pleading, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Understand. Bounce. Bam.
okay.
Bam.
When you decided to do law, right? Is there like do you have to specialize in specific things or like earlier you mentioned criminal law or what civic law, right?
Civil.
Civil law.
Yeah.
Is there like a route that you take in terms of specifying which type of law you
Like
want to do?
during studying.
Yeah.
During studying, no, you
If
do a
general.
general law degree.
Oh, that means
which
it's
has everything. Yeah.
oh wow, that's quite broad though.
Why do they just give you one selection? It's easier to learn, right?
Maybe interplay though.
But-
like housing, then
But
death,
it
then-
will some things will overlap
Yeah,
with each
yeah.
other. So
I
it's
see.
best for in your degree you do everything. Then you can specialize when you do your masters, something like that.
But you mentioned earlier there's a difference between the two though, civil and criminal. Is there a reason why is there a difference?
Criminal usually it's those when it's under the penal code, so you want them to go jail or they it's
Or
a
kena
criminal it's a criminal crime, like that kind of crime. But then for civil it's not technically, those people don't go jail. You know what I
They
mean?
just
It's
lose money.
They lose money or they lose property. They want to get back compensation or monies that they have.
But do you need to do both? You still need to do both though, right? Depends on your client, ma.
But most firms, right, that you work, so
Oh, they will choose.
yeah, you will choose already. You wouldn't have a criminal and civil firm together. It's very rare. There are, but it's very rare because you specialize one, then you will concentrate on that. So you pick what you want to do based on the firm that you are joining.
But majority is usually civil,
Civil lah,
because I mean, like people mostly want to do house loan. Mostly people want to do like I don't know,
But
S&P, right?
S&P, they are not litigation though. They are conveyancing lawyers. So
Okay.
those lawyers, they don't go to court. So they
Oh, they just do paperwork.
they
back
do
end.
sort of back end. So they help you go to land office and do your transfers. Of course, they don't go. They have runners
People,
that
yeah lah,
go
yeah.
for you.
But
so
they are the one that oversee lor.
they are the one that perfect your purchase of your house.
Oh, because when I spoke to my dad's lawyer to get this house, I had to go through shitload of paperwork with my.
Loan documents, S&P
I
documents,
have to sign
stamping
them a
documents.
lot. You have to read them a
Where's
lot.
the lawyer to help you?
He I mean, she is in Publica area now lah. But
What are you doing?
I don't even remember her name already.
You're paying her to
I
do
think her name is
shit.
Jess or some shit.
Jess?
But she was helping me out with a lot of this, so that's the difference. She was saying that they help with all the loans, all that. But most civil and criminal law firms would have these what do you call that? Litigation. Is it litigation?
Both of it is called litigation because you go to court.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But both also have these type of lawyers that do these housing loans and all that also, is it?
Not all firms have it.
Oh,
so
okay.
some firms can only do conveyancing work.
Or conveyancing, sorry.
Yeah, some of them can do it. Like they do have some big firms that have all the departments. It depends on the firm
It depends on the firm's
portfolio.
Yes,
your
yeah.
boss's portfolio technically.
okay,
if he's specialized in that, you
will
lah.
probably
So
do that.
can a person be both a civil lawyer and also a criminal lawyer?
Oh yeah, you can.
You can.
You can.
And with that, can a person defending or whatever what do you guys call defending lah?
Yeah, you
for
defend.
civil and can also defend criminal.
You can.
Oh, so you just pick your job and no problem lah.
Yeah.
But you decide only when you graduate, and then when you choose the law firm, then you know kind of like what they specialize in.
Correct.
lah.
But when you are doing the 9 months chambering thing I was talking about, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you can pick what kind of organization you go to. So in that 9 months you are with a law firm, but you have a 1 month sort of placement with either the court or like a refugee center to assist these people to see what you like. Some of them do this doc brief where you help do
Like
you help
CSR
do
work.
remand and bail for free. So a lot of chambering students do that. Remand and bail where if some person is got arrested, right,
Yeah.
and want to get
Ikat
charged.
jamin.
Ikat jamin. Ikat jamin.
Bro, what?
Pay bail.
You don't know what's ikat jamin?
Promise something?
Bail.
No, bail.
Oh.
It's like you in jail, you come, you pay $1,000, okay, go. Out.
No, for now lah, until you are properly charged, so you get to go. So if you zao low, right, if you run away, those person that pay bail for you, the court can go and claim that amount of money.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
The court can come and claim.
Because someone bail for you, what? So they are held responsible for your actions during that period of bail when you are out, right?
Someone bail you
It's
out.
like your warranty, like that, guarantor. Your guarantor, correct?
Here's another thing. Someone bail you out and then you bail on them, bro.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Wow, that's fucked up, wait.
It's mad, bro. But you don't surprised. Don't even know what ikat jamin is.
I don't know. My Malay is quite bad. I only know how to order roti kosong only.
Okay, pretty good. Okay, I want to ask is this job safe?
Sorry?
Like, is this job safe? Do you get threats?
Threats. I personally don't, but some of my friends do lah. Like you do those auctions. Last time when I was chambering, I do this auctions thing. Then there will be like, so they can't pay their bank loans, right?
Okay.
So the bank will foreclose their property and auction it off. They will come to the court or a private auctioneer. They will be like, why are you so mean as a lawyer? You don't know I'm very kesian already. You still want to do this. But sometimes it's not our fault, You're just there to do your job. But they will blame it on us lah.
Oh, that's why all the lawyer jokes, all like the lawyers go to hell that thing. Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
But it's not us, right?
It's the system, bro. It's the system, bro.
Because you owe, let's say a bank money, you didn't pay back. By right,
Yeah,
the bank
lor.
need to get their money back, right?
Yeah
So they
lah.
have to auction off the property. But
Wow, that means they will actually like do all this sob story.
they
to
will,
you.
like in court, they will tell you, like, you don't know how difficult, like, why you people, like, become lawyer, you want to make our lives difficult. Sometimes you just have to, auntie, it's not me.
It's the system, man.
It's not me. I'm like, you go talk to the bank. Like, you try to, but the banks
Extend.
are not mean, actually.
I'm pretty
They
sure
will,
they
if
give
you,
time, right?
if
They
you
want
tell
the
them,
money, bro.
yeah,
They
if you
won't
tell them, like, I can pay, but you just need to set out an installment, they would give you.
Yeah.
You can just delay the auction and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that. But these people don't know. They come and they just
But it's
give you
tough
a sob
also
story.
because like where do you go to read the law?
True.
Yeah, we're like
And-
we are not taught of the law at all.
You just know don't kill people, don't steal,
Yeah.
that shit.
Zero,
That's
literally
true.
no exposure.
Is there a website for you to go?
But now there's a lot of websites where you Google something. I'm pretty sure a lot of law firms, a lot of like private journalists, they will write their own articles, like answering these kind of important questions. But in any event, if you need a lawyer, you need legal advice and you can't afford a lawyer, right?
Uh-huh.
Because consultation, but most
It's quite
lawyers will give
expensive,
you
oh.
one free consultation.
Oh, is it?
yes,
Not really free lah. Like if you tell them what is it about, they will tell you what to do, like what can
Recommend
be
you.
done. But then, of course, not everything, right?
Yeah lah,
Because
yeah lah. They need to
you
earn it.
business.
Yeah.
So, but there's a free legal aid center.
Oh,
KL Selangor has it. You
Yes,
can Google a legal aid center if you cannot afford. They would have free lawyers that do pro bono work. And chambering students, it's our compulsory thing where you can you assist these kind of people.
So that's
that
the
kind
lawyer's
of,
internship firm lah.
yeah. It's not internship lah. It's
can't
just
feel that.
It's part of the
Part of the
career.
learning process.
No, you
Learning
have to do
process.
chambering.
so you have to do chambering, and in that chambering you have to do I forgot how many sessions of like this legal aid where you will get points. Like you need points to at the end get called to the bar.
Wow.
So these are the points we need to hit lah.
Oh, so it's a point-based system while you do chambering in order for you to do the bar. So after you collect the X number, what's the number of points?
So it's I finished the
One case.
CLP already.
Okay.
Then after that, I would do my chambering for 9 months. In that 9 months, I would have to
Accumulate points.
have points, attend talks, then also go for this legal aid. So what we call it a legal aid thing where we
Assist people that cannot
people.
afford.
Like you can pick. You don't only have to go to legal aid center. You can go like UNHCR, all these things or awam, those
Okay.
female refugees.
Quick question: what is CLP and what is UNHCR?
Yeah. All these jargons, man.
Yeah. What is CLP again?
CLP
It's
is a
test,
certificate of legal practice. So
Okay.
if you wanna be a lawyer and you didn't do the UK bar, so you take this exam.
Easy.
It's not the it's
Oh,
the
it's not
Malaysian
easy.
bar lah. It's the Malaysian
It's
bar.
the Malaysian bar, yes.
Okay. Okay.
So it's very difficult. The passing rate is very, very low.
Is that a
but-
percentage?
Is there a percentage? I heard some people say the passing rate is like the failing rate is 80% per year.
How much is it to do a test?
Okay, I think the first time you pay is 5K if I'm not wrong.
I myself just use that 5K enroll into you can come back home with a pass.
I think it's 5K and you only can resit 4 times. Maximum 4 times. No,
Four
but
times
the
only.
next time you resit, you pay 1K.
Oh.
Okay.
So only 4 times. Last time is 8. Now they minimize it to 4 times.
Is there
so
a
you can-
reason?
I think maybe too long ago. I
After-
don't know why they changed it.
What if a person fail 4 times? Sorry,
Cannot be a
lawyer.
lawyer.
You can maybe you go back to UK to do the
Bar there.
UK bar. You can do the bar elsewhere and come back. But the only place that recognize it in Malaysia is the UK one. The Singaporean bar is not recognized. Sorry, not Singaporean. The Australian bar is not recognized
Recognized
here. Yeah.
Or American also lah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So means that if you fail your CLP, your only chance is to go and do if you really want to be a lawyer,
lawyer lah.
the only chance is to go back to UK.
But UK is unlimited times you can do.
I'm not that
Not sure.
sure lah. But I know you take 1 time, then you resit 1 time. If you can pay, I think it shouldn't be a
I mean,
problem. Right?
you're already paying a lot of money at this point, bro.
How many times did you take? First time only.
Yes, first
Of
time.
course
Oh,
lah,
She's
bro.
genius.
Easy, bro.
Lucky.
He's smart.
To my dad to become an accountant, I think he failed like 6 times.
I pray a lot lah, huh?
Jesus.
Wow.
Before I answer the question, I pray first. Like, just let me know
Fuck,
the answer.
man.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that CLP or that lawyer degree, right? Certificate of legal practice. Apart from being a lawyer, are there other careers you can go into apart from being a lawyer? Like a lawyer?
Like if I want, let's say I just finished my degree, I don't want to do the CLP, right? I can go in-house as a legal counsel.
Oh, okay. Like a consultant.
It's a consultant.
Internal. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Apart from that, it's either work for a firm or you work internal for a company that manages
Work
their
internal. Usually, if you still want to keep the legal,
aspect.
be in the legal aspect of it, then there's the 2
Oh.
things you would do. Because in-house, like what we call it in-house, when you work for a company, you would check like draftings and all these
See whether
things.
the paper is in order.
Yeah, contracts
Whether they are poisoning rivers.
Yeah, or they will check like for risk lah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Would you consider that?
I would, but now I'm currently enjoying.
She's lawyering people, bro.
Just lawyering up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I want to talk about the cases you have done so far.
Okay.
Okay, what are the type of cases we can expect? I mean, since you're doing civil type of lawyering, right? So what are the most common cases that comes to you?
Common, because my firm is quite specialized
Wow.
in insurance law. So we are in the panel. So what we call is a panel of insurers. So all professional, you would pay insurance, right? Like lawyers, doctors. So if those people, those professionals gonna sue, what my firm do is we represent them.
It's confirm you guys.
No lah, there
No
are
lah, they have to
there are
fight
other
against.
panel
Sorry,
lawyers
sorry,
as
sorry.
well lah.
Okay.
But that's
But you guys are known for that, hence people who are in that situation will go to you for it lah.
no, usually this kind of thing, the insurance will
Oh, the
appoint-
insurance, like the entity, like
Yeah,
AIA and stuff.
yeah.
not AIA, but it's like particularly for lawyer, they will appoint law. But if you know that that's a firm that you want, usually you can request from the insurer, like let's say I prefer
XYZ.
Yeah, then you would check whether you got conflict, then you can represent the person. You have to check lah.
Bro, why are these things not taught to us, man?
I also don't know.
Like, these are actual things that I will actually listen in school rather than...
Actually, it's a funny question, right? But do people, like, not in court lah, but let's say, right,
Wait, what?
you're in your office or your boss's office, right? Have you seen the show Suits?
Yeah.
Okay. Do people legit, right, go like, I don't believe in this. Then you walk out of the room.
You walk out of the room, you go to the jail, bro.
like one-liners, then they just leave the room. Do people like...
No lah.
Never, right?
I think it's an Asian country also, right? Will you tell your boss it's wrong? Then you walk out. Tomorrow I don't have to go back
Yeah, bro.
already.
Right. It doesn't make sense, right? I wonder if that's even real, you know.
I don't
Like in
think
general, right? Do people legit walk away after like discussing shit like that?
No, I don't think
Never.
so, because you would listen to both sides and you will see
situation,
the perspective of both person. Right? You wouldn't just because I don't
Because Suits is
understand
always
you.
like that. You know, in every fucking scene in Suits, people say something
And you walk out.
and then they walk out of the room.
Do they do that in the courtroom also?
No, not the court.
Okay,
Court cannot lah.
okay.
The judge all looking at you, the jury and all that cannot lah. But like always in meetings, you know. Then I like, it's gotta have happened once, right? But just to prove Suits is bullshit lah. Okay, so I know in reality, right, is fucking a lot of paperwork behind the scenes. It's like you have to prep and all that, right?
Yeah.
But what are some of the gratifying things that you have done in your job? Like, is it the pro bono work? Is it certain cases that you've worked on?
So far, because I just started, like I'm only in my second year in practice, right? So I'm quite packed up at work, so I don't do pro bono lah. I could volunteer for
But the
legal
chambering
aid.
that time?
We do. We just advise people. That's very sad sometimes. Sometimes you can't help them. Also,
Even though you want to try.
you want to try, but you can't help them because there's a salary bracket as well, like for legal aid. So if you don't hit like a certain your salary hit a certain point, then we wouldn't.
You cannot lah.
We
You have
cannot,
to
but
pay
we
lah.
will tell you lah. Like you can do this, but we can't help you here.
Nani?
Wow.
Why?
But because it's a very limited also resources, right? Yeah.
Because masses can't afford. So if let's say I earn like 10k salary, I can't go there and ask for help, right?
Oh, but
People
you're
like, bro,
surprised, right? There are more
people who do
people that can afford. They will go and get like first consultation there first to see
Because
because technically, I think what they're feeling is if they go to a paying lawyer already, they'll confirm tell you, sure can win one, sure can one,
then
right?
after that,
Cannot win.
lose everything.
Yeah, busting your money.
Oh,
Talking
shit.
about money, got people try to bribe you before.
No lah.
Huh, never tried lah.
No lah, no one bribing lah, this kind of thing. It's very scary one eh.
Ah, so-
You can be
Nobody even try, man.
not me lah, probably
Like-
I'm nobody.
Like let's say Sonia's like, Sonia, I got you some haiku shit. You like,
I wish my clients would know this kind of thing. But no lah.
Oh, no.
No.
What would be the penalty of an attempt to receive bribery from your
yeah, is that
plaintiff or
penalty for
client?
this shit? Jail or like you lose your license?
Oh, people can if you want to bribe a court official, it's
It's
wrong
offense
lah. It's an offense lah. But if you bribe your lawyer, what could you bribe? You bribe the
bribe
other
the-
side's
Ah.
lawyer, is it? Then if I accept the bribe, my client can go to the bar council or disciplinary board and initiate a disciplinary action against me. I might be disbarred.
Oh, I see. Then you lose your license lah.
Nah, yeah, and I can't practice anymore.
That's GG.com. You already pay 4k, bro.
Yeah,
I
like-
can't remember lose your
4K, bro. What if you fail
How about
4
the degree?
degree,
Yeah, bro.
time and shit?
Everything, bro. Fuck, man. Okay. What do you look for when you're looking for a law firm to join the time?
Of course, because we just started, right? I would look for the highest paying one lah.
Oh, okay.
Because there are certain firms, even though you're first years, some firms pay more than another firm.
So you
Right.
look for that lah.
I look for that, but then there are certain firms where are
Clients,
Yeah.
you know, that type of thing. I
how
don't
to
know.
say, they are partnerships with international companies.
Oh.
So I tend to look for those kind of firms, right? Because
It's career growth lah.
yeah, career growth,
Ultimately.
then you might have a chance to get transferred. But if as a lawyer, it's harder lah because you don't have the license in another country.
Yeah lor.
But then you could like go and just see how they do things and all that. So I wanted a international one lah. But unfortunately,
Wait, because
God
COVID-
didn't lead me that way.
It's okay.
But I'm happy where I am now
It's
lah. So.
okay.
Okay.
Wait, what is the daily routine of a lawyer? Monday to Friday, when you go into office, you step into and you leave.
Don't say Monday, Friday, bro. I think Saturday, Sunday is the work.
Yeah, I was Saturday.
Okay,
and
what do
Sunday.
you do in the office?
Okay, So basically, what I do is either you decide that they got court or no court.
Okay.
Okay, sometimes you have full day of court.
I'm so sorry because tomorrow I know you have court. I'm so
It's
sorry.
okay. So if you have full day, then you technically spend whole day
At
there
court, at
already.
So it's like
You can't do anything. So in another situation is you go to office. Sometimes your court is online, so you just halfway online sort it out. So you will do paperwork, like you will send out emails, you will draft all your submissions and all that. Submissions is your argument law. Like to court, you have to file it in. So basically it's all this paperwork. Then sometimes you will see your boss to discuss like what strategy do you want to take. Then after that he will tell you like, okay, then prepare this bunch of documents, then let me check. Then, it's back and forth drafting. After that, you will have to send to client to get approval. You cannot just
send
Send,
what
you
to
know.
client? What if they don't know what you're talking about?
no, you just tell them this is what it's saying.
then
So
they-
basically you have to explain to your client what are these documents. Because when you go court, the judge will ask you like, lawyer you ada beritahu. If you say, tak, lawyer saya buat, you cannot means you're coaching your client. It's all based on what you say. It might not be true. So means you send all this to your client just to get double confirm whether all these facts are true.
correct.
Like you confirm it. Sometimes later on they lose, right? They will come to you like, but I tell you this. So you have your backup.
Black
Like you
and white.
already say this, I checked with you.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot of clients
So you have to
do
do
that.
reports lor, because you have to say that like we discussed earlier with you.
Usually,
confirm this
usually
and that.
I would put it in draft. You can track comments, or I will at least put in WhatsApp, or I will see if it's a big thing. I will write an email as spoken in our
Yeah lor.
tele conversation.
Wow.
Sounds like there's a lot of precaution you have to do for yourself.
You have to
as well.
jaga your ass.
Yeah, you have to lah because
Fuck.
And that's a lot of paperwork per day.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Do you send your paperwork to content writer to correct the English and anything?
oh no, we can't because it's PNC.
Oh shit.
So your English must be on point also. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you check yourself off.
So if you point off, then how?
You point off on point. Off point you mean?
Hey,
Off point.
sorry. I'm tired, okay, guys. I just finished work. Okay. So if off point, then
Your boss would check lah.
Oh, thank
Like
God.
make sure,
He
you got
better make
boss.
sure he's
But
on
you
point.
don't have a editor, to check your
or copy
language.
check or whatever.
As a
lah.
lawyer,
I
you
thought
your
lah.
editor already lah. You your own editor.
Wow, sounds like you do a lot of work at office.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of checking. There's a lot of case referring.
But
Reading.
sometimes, when you check, you thought like, okay, there's no problem. After you PDF everything, you file it to court, then you realize, ayo, got typo.
I know, but it's human error lah.
Yeah,
We
true lah.
we are just like the other day I put double A. Then my client, what's double A mean? Is it a paper? Because it's a paper company. Then I like, oh, actually it's a typo. My keyboard got problem. Bro, like that also. You understand, right? I put that design will be confirmed. Then she, why double A? You like my? I'm like,
This really designed to be
it's a
confirmed.
fucking. Oh, never mind lah. Okay, wait. Are there specific things that law firms make you do when you do an interview or not? When you join, like assignment, stuff like that.
So some firms do that.
What
Some
you mean
firms,
assignment?
the fuck?
Wait,
Like
what?
mock case ah.
some firms they give you like research before they give you a job. They give you research, or they want to see like, can you draft this? There's one firm that I interviewed for last time. It's a bunch of us, like 10 of us there. They give you like problem questions. You have to answer lah. But it's very random question like what, like those very random. Let me think. I forgot
Okay.
about it.
What do you do if
You lose your umbrella.
you buy a new one? Well, that's what I do.
Like, what do you think about advertising? Do you think it's right or wrong? Like this kind of very
subjective
random
questions.
subjective questions. So if there's no right or wrong,
Yeah.
then after you write down the answer, then the partner will take a look at it. Then he will be like, so why do you say this? So you justify lah. That's one of the more odd ones that I go lah.
What?
It sounds quite pretentious, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
It is a bit lah.
something not right,
Quite
man.
action, right? Yo, they think they
Action.
fucking ask this type of question. What the fuck? You might as well ask like, what you have for lunch? Char kway teow? For why?
Why? Okay, one on me.
Can you justify your char kway teow? Then you like, okay? I don't know, right? What the fuck?
So
But basically, a lot of bosses will ask like that lah. Why? You cannot just give them a straight answer. Even though they ask you to research, they say, where you find? Why? So you have to tell them exactly where it came from. You have to have backup for those answers.
Wow, like that in a
Like you
relationship.
cannot just like, I see my friend do like this before. That is not a right answer. It's like, because I've done this before. It's also not a right
But
answer.
it's weird because you can say, because in the previous case, right, as reference, but this is they have done it before. They have done
Yeah,
this before.
but
Then
then
you like,
they say, but it's a different firm. They do it, not here.
wow.
Then you fuck
Then
up.
I just say, boss, I think you're just being a real dick right now, right?
But my boss now, no, my boss now very nice.
Nice boss, nice boss. I think it's because they are just prepping you when
Yeah
you're in
lah.
court, then you got to
because
just
the judge will.
sing more.
Yeah lah.
I mean, spontaneous.
I know.
Sorry,
I know.
I thought John came in like, what the fuck is saying more, you know? Spontaneous. Sorry. This Mandarin 不错.
Oh, Mandarin also cannot.
But that's not Mandarin. That's Cantonese.
Same shit lah.
Wow. Okay.
Same
Alright.
shit lah.
Okay. You were asking a question earlier.
I forgot. I'm sorry. I have this habit of asking a question and I will forget.
It's
But
okay.
it will come. Sorry.
Okay, it will come. What's the most surprising thing you didn't anticipate when you joined law for the first time? Like in your job, right? What was the thing that you didn't anticipate? Is it the overwhelming amount of paperwork? Is it the questioning why?
I think for my first law firm job, like when I was chambering, I was shocked because the law firm was very old.
Like
My
legit?
computer was the box.
Oh, like
What?
Dell that shit.
Then
like,
no internet.
Jarring.
No, totally no
No,
internet.
jarring. Don't fucking doing that.
Solitaire.
Yeah. So sometimes right, the screen will like like bling. You know those last time don't have the blue
Yeah,
light thing.
also.
Yeah.
That's a wow.
Why,
Some
just
firms
old lah.
old lah. They are old already lah. That is the first time I was so shocked because I went for interview. The front office okay lah, like legit. Like normal conference room, meeting room. Then suddenly my first day, I'm like, oh my lord, what is this?
You tahan for 9 months.
9 months. I have to finish because if you don't finish that 9 months, right, you go somewhere else, you restart,
Oh.
from the beginning.
Why don't you just restart? I mean, you're gonna go through them quite
No lah,
intense.
but it's okay lah. Then I got retained there, so I practiced there for 1 year. So I recently just jumped to another firm lah.
Oh, then your laptop all increase also lah after that, after your chambering.
So the higher your hierarchy, right, the better your computer is.
Thinking about hierarchy, how do one progress in the law career?
How do one progress?
Is it based on number of years you work as a lawyer or what?
It's
Cases.
your
Cases won.
your practice years. So basically, we have this PQE, means your qualifying year. So it's your first year, second year. So basically, the first thing they will ask you like, what year are you in? So that determines where are you in your practice. But how many years you practice doesn't mean that you get promoted. Because a tier in a law firm is a junior associate or associate, a senior associate, a junior partner, a senior partner. But you can practice 10 years and you don't get
You're still
promoted to a junior.
junior.
Yeah. So it happens. But some firms, their progression is a bit slow. You can do like 5 years, you borrow senior associate. But some firms is like 3 years, you senior associate.
But you rarely become partner though. Partner is like your name is on the fucking firm already. Way.
No, like some is like not your full name. You get the liability of it, but then some of them are salaried partner. You don't get a share.
Oh, it's like
equity
an
of the-
associate, or you are the associates, or.
sort of like.
Oh,
So
because the
it's-
names of the law firms is always XY, like let's say Sonia and Associates,
Yeah.
that type of thing. Actually, you wouldn't put Sonia, you have to put your surname, right? I think.
No, like you can
Oh,
It's
you can
actually what you want. Your name has to be your.
Your brand,
Proper name
it's
lah,
like your
yeah.
brand in a way, actually.
So the winning case and losing case also affect your reputation lah.
Oh,
in
you
a way.
confirm lah, that one.
So what if, I mean, you are a really good lawyer, but then just somehow you just keep losing your case?
I think it's not the winning and losing of
sorry.
it lah.
Defending
Of
the
course,
innocent.
A normal person that don't work in law firm, they would pick like, you lose a law case. But which normal person when they engage a lawyer, right, is because I want to go check how many case he win. It never happens, right? So basically, it's someone intro one.
Oh,
So
it's a
it-
referral of
Yeah,
sorts.
but only those you want to see win or lose, probably among lawyers. But sometimes among lawyers, we also don't compare. You can win 10, but it's not a big file. Usually those files that are big ones that are worth knowing is those
More
that
than million, no lah.
those that go to the highest court, like federal court. Then it will be like a
big
important case already, like a landmark case. That's what they call it.
What is an example of a landmark case? In Malaysia, so
what's a
that
landmark
at least
case?
I have a gauge.
Now there's a new case recently. It's not really a landmark, like till federal court. It's the Malaysia Kini one. Do you guys know about the
No.
Malaysia
What, is
Kini?
it the
I
highway
know.
drop down, is it?
No, the Malaysia Kini where someone posted, a third party posted some articles about the judiciary. So the AG is suing Malaysia Kini lah for posting, but it's not them. But the court held that it's contempt lah.
Oh.
Like
There's
you are
what's that thing? Slander, is it?
slander, like more like you are
Defamatory.
Yeah,
Shit. But they didn't post it though, then how?
but the court find it that
So
they
There
are
was
liable because
somebody-
it's in their platform. They are the
Yeah,
admin.
and they should have had control.
proper
lah.
control. That's what they find. Lah.
Okay, but we Malaysia do have freedom of speech, right?
Yeah.
We're entering that territory. lah.
But we cannot post shit like this.
You technically don't slander but what is the truth though? If it's the truth, then you have
Is
to
it?
prove that it's a truth, right?
But they don't
But
have proof.
basically these are opinions,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
Public opinions and stuff.
And it
like
can
that.
shape the public because you're Malaysia kini. So you're not technically allowed to do something without backing. That's actually journalism lah.
Yeah.
You should.
But then at their case is they are not the one posting.
Yeah, but you can't do that because it's your platform, so it doesn't make any sense, right? Like, takkan you don't jaga your security and you're Malaysia kini. That thing is like
But they are a
Shit.
30 man
plus or 30-man company.
company only. But the damages, I think, if I'm not wrong, the court awarded that Malaysia kini have to pay like 500k of damages. Not damages, fine, because it's contempt, right? Fine. But then there's a crowdfunding going on. So the
Crowdfunding to
public,
help Malaysia kini.
yeah, the public
GoFundMe.
Fund me
funded
lah,
the-
guys, fund me. What fuck? There are people out there in need of money. You're funding
No
this.
lah, because Malaysia kini is a news source, right? So you know,
Yeah.
technically
But
they're trying to help.
now I think they're not like all third parties can post there lah. Because I say you can post without. I think
Oh, is it? It's
you
like an
can post
open
without.
source.
Yeah, you don't have to go through admin and stuff like that. But now
Walao.
you have to lah. I think now there's a paywall behind
Have
it
to lor.
already.
It was scary,
Shit.
bro, this law
Scary,
crap
ah?
thing. I mean, like,
What's the biggest case you've handled so far?
Got
say
lah,
ah?
but cannot say lah.
Okay.
PNC. If it's
Okay.
not over yet, cannot say ah.
Oh, okay.
Only when it's reported.
that sounds cool as fuck, bro. Civil lawyering. So I bet there's a lot of wife and husband come to you and say, "Hey, man,
Oh, I'm not specialized in this kind of the marriage one.
Then what type of civil though? I mean,
A lot of contractual, like corporate, commercial, like about sales and not to say sales and purchase.
Bro,
but
what
more
kind of
of like
question is
S&P.
Poighai? What the
I
fuck?
thought she was a criminal question.
Yeah.
I thought she was a criminal.
I'm sorry
No,
to
bro.
disappoint you.
What the fuck?
No, you want to read out the questions? Okay, so I also came up with a few questions that I thought I could ask her. First and foremost,
For the love of God, don't go to number 8. Fucking hell.
so I have like, as a lawyer, have you ever received threats before? Yeah, I think that's a pretty.
That's already
Okay,
answered.
fine.
Then the second one is, have you ever dealt with criminal before? Unfortunately, I can't answer that because she's not a criminal lawyer.
I like how you put, right? Have you ever dealt with criminals before? LOLOL. How was the experience if yes? What the fuck?
Hey, just in case, man. But now we know there are still a few types of lawyering out
But
there.
you've dealt with criminals before also lah.
Yeah.
No, I don't personally. But you
Oh,
will
you don't
see
do
them in
criminal.
court. But I heard like news from like my friends, like sometimes they are very petty. They just steal like a bit because they are hungry. But that doesn't justify
Yeah lor.
stealing and all that.
Ah,
Yeah.
Actually, I think Malaysia very chill one. Like,
But they
like when you kena
don't
tangkap,
do-
you're like, ayo, I kena rotan weh. I'm gonna kena gantung weh. That type of shit. Then you like terrified, bro. Here it's like hardcore lah. Compared to US, it's like I still have my freedom. I still have my liberty. But here, you GG, bro. That's it, man. That's it, man.
I mean,
You wanna ask the next question? Not the fucking number 8, not number 2.
Okay, you want to know what's my third one? Hey, how much actually a lawyer earn?
Oh, not much like.
He
Shit,
didn't
guys.
even finish the fucking second part. You know what his second part is? How much? Okay, so the first one is how much does a lawyer actually earn? No question mark. It says dot. Then per cases or per rasuah or what? I'm like, what the fuck? Lawyer working.
Hey, it's a completely
But is it per case?
justifiable.
Yeah, it's per case. Case per
Oh.
case.
But the law firm
shit.
gets the case.
Yeah, the law firm get lah. I don't get to
So
pay.
she
you
gets
get like
salary, ma.
30%
I get salary.
No,
No.
she
I
gets
get
salary.
a
So
basic pay.
If you win a 500 million whatever, and then you get paid 3K.
Oh no, because I get my basic. So my
Oh,
boss will
it's-
get. I'll just get whatever I work on. I just get my. At the end of the day, I work Monday to Sunday, Monday to Wednesday. I will just get my basic.
Shit, girl, but you won 500 million. In that
That's
case.
the
Or maybe I just have to tell my boss, wink wink.
Hey,
no lah.
man.
Because you have to see the firm as a business.
Okay, true.
They
so-
pay salary to different people and they do certain jobs. So like let's say if Sonia is in charge of research or whatever, then the boss is in charge of certain XYZ higher responsibility rate. So different salary output ma.
Yeah. So it's just a every year increment thing. But certain firms do have this commission. If you bring in cases
business
or
lor.
if you win, I will give you a card or something. But then
Rarely,
my firm
Rare.
very rare like every lawyer we don't get OT or anything whatsoever. So you just get your basic.
Oh, sorry, guys.
I also don't get OT.
Yeah, we
It's
don't get
okay.
OT.
It's okay.
Wait.
MC can get OT if he asks.
Yes.
But I don't get OT also.
But I don't ask OT so that I have good relationship with the client. And then like, oh, this MC very nice. Even though I'm making work late, he never
But
asks extra
why
payment.
So
would you-
anyone have a wedding, please contact.
Why would you work Saturday, Sunday as well? Is it because of
choice,
timelines
right?
only? Is it?
Because time-wise, you're not enough time actually. Because sometimes Monday to Friday, like last week, I might be in court every day. Means my paperwork is not touched.
I see. So you need to catch up.
There's no one in office to help you.
But it's my file, no one would help me to do.
fuck.
So
Okay.
every lawyer would have your own portfolio, your own file. You cannot ask someone else to, unless
Okay,
it's an
okay.
urgent thing where can you help me sign my letter, like sign on behalf of me. That can lah. But if normal drafting for your file, it's unlikely that you will ask another lawyer like, can you read up and then update? Not, cannot. At the end of the day, it's yours.
It's your task.
Sounds like there's a lot of backlog work to do if you go to the court way.
Yeah,
man.
so that's why sometimes you'll be like, oh, just online lah, please. You know. But then if you go court, you got claims.
What claim? Coffee claim.
No lah.
Parking.
Not parking. What is that? Travel expenses like mileage lah. Mileage.
Per
mileage.
KM or something.
Per KM ah.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, no.
I guess.
But not very convincing. Also,
You want to
lah.
go to my next question? Okay.
No, she already answered the question. What's the career progression? like? She already said the junior and all
I'm
that.
so sorry about my question. Some of that.
I can ask a more fun question first.
Okay.
So, because I know you read the question already, parties, hotspots, are there places where lawyers go to hang out? Because I recall a bar you told me to go. A Japanese
yeah.
one, right, I think.
Japanese one? No. There's a speakeasy that if you go Friday nights, right, it's packed with lawyers.
Where?
It's called the Vault. But I don't know, are they still open now?
The Vault?
Yeah. You try to
Sounds
check it.
so familiar.
Huh, sorry? No, it's in Hatamas.
Vault.
Montiara. Is it Montiara?
Oh,
Hatamas.
wow.
Vault.
The Vault KL.
VAU.
So if you go there, you just shout.
this place.
Dude, isn't
They're
this
good
skullduggery?
drinks,
Yo, what is this, man?
Isn't this skullduggery?
It looks like skullduggery, but it's not.
What
But it's in Hatamas also.
Yeah, it's no
Oh, it's
mas.
temporarily closed.
Ai,
Okay.
So where do lawyers frequent apart from the Vault?
I don't know lah. I don't
Court.
Probably
You know,
most probably.
I bet if you come out with a bar name, court, and everything is just like
We're
court.
all there lah.
You're all there. Like, it feels like, oh, what's your special drink? You got served.
Oh, business idea right there.
I'm claiming copyright right now. Don't you dare. Okay? That's pretty good. What? Wait, I just don't understand.
You're-
I'm trying to. You want me to ask my idiotic questions, which
No, they're
totally
got-
made no sense because she has no longer a criminal.
No,
lawyer.
I was never a criminal.
Yeah, I'm sorry, never. You know what? Let me just go lah. After, let's say you lose a case, right? What happened after that?
Okay, so you
Oh,
can
see?
appeal.
That's a good question. I
You
didn't say
can-
all your questions are stupid. I just said number 8 is a stupid question.
Number
You
8,
can-
I'll ask you number 8 as well.
You can appeal. So if you're in the lower court, you can appeal to a court higher than that. So you can just get means it's sort of like you get the higher court to review what happened in your previous court which you lost.
Is it like an act of disfaith of the judgment and stuff like
No,
that?
no. You can say that their error, the judge failed to consider something.
I see.
So you just get another view from another judge, which is at a higher.
Would that reinstate the case?
If he say,
If you
Whoa.
appeal, it reinstate. Then you don't retrial. Like the witness doesn't have to go anymore. So you fight on the cases and the merits of it, like the substance of the case. Then the judge will then decide whether the lower judge made any error.
So if the lower judge made an error, what will happen?
Means they can reverse the order made in the lower court.
Wow.
But then you see, this is the
Power.
second tier, right? So let's say from lower court, like a magistrate's court, right? Sessions court. Then we go to high court. I review. Then I still lose. Let's say the high court judge still say that, you know what?
Higher court.
You're wrong. Then I can still appeal to court of appeal. So it's
How many are there?
3.
Okay. I thought it just...
I thought this,
You wouldn't just keep going on.
so the
lah.
court of appeal will have the highest judgment.
No, there's a federal court.
What?
But it depends.
So
Federal
there's
court,
three.
there are different threshold already. Like you need to hit certain requirements in order to bring your cases to federal court or court of appeal.
As in like cost-wise, how much is at stake, that type of thing?
Like
or...
I think your sum, I don't remember now. You have to be over a certain amount lah.
Okay, okay.
I didn't know you can appeal the appeal. and
Actually,
the
do
appeal.
lawyers become judges also?
Oh yeah, you do.
You can...
Yeah, you can lah. Like someone will like
I mean,
nominate you or
Marshall
something. Like that.
Erickson became a judge.
Sorry?
Oh yeah,
Marshall, yeah? Marshall became a judge.
you can. Then
Are
after
you
you be a judge,
serious?
you can come out and come back to be a lawyer again.
Oh, is it?
So easy,
yeah.
Wow, but being a judge sounds so tension. You
Tension
will
lah,
have to
then
make
you
a
know, friend?
judgment,
No friend?
Like you can't really like socialize because then you would know a lot of people. Then you would
Bias.
bias.
We get to whack a cool hammer.
Yeah, fuck that hammer.
I never. Okay, the auction judge does have a hammer. I never see.
Regular judge no hammer.
Maybe
Court is
they,
adjourned.
maybe they no, they have an interpreter or a setia usaha, right? We will say that okay, court bangun, then all of you will stand up and bow. Then she or he will walk off lah.
I thought the fellow will say like, "God adjourn, please take a break" or some shit like that. No,
Yeah, 15 minutes.
Not the judge lah. Someone else will
the
say.
setia usaha.
I'm
The setia
watching
usaha.
too much Law and Order, man.
Clearly.
Yeah, too much Law and Order.
Or
wait.
too much suits lah.
Yes, too much Law and Order, man. I'm telling you. Okay, you want to know my question number 8?
Yeah, now I'm curious. What's your question number?
No, let me ask you number 7, okay? Okay, so let's say you,
7 also is
an
BS.
individual who asks you to defend them, okay? But you know they're wrong. But you must defend them.
This sounds like criminal law.
How will
bro.
you do?
It's money, bro. It's actually, she doesn't decide. The firm decides.
I don't decide lah.
Then you just like, okay lah, fuck it lah, just go and lose lah, you know?
Sometimes you bang on like maybe for criminal, I bet, okay, like if I know, you don't, what the doubt there is whether you guilty or not, right? So you want to reduce the sentence.
Oh, I see.
Probably. You get them to reduce the penalty of it.
So that's how
I
somehow
think
you
that
can
will
do that also lah.
I think, yeah, you just try to get them, least you show remorse, right?
The cries and
I
everything.
don't know, man. That one also, I feel.
You know,
It's
there
not
was
right
this-
lah.
there was
That's
this
why
one.
they say lawyers go to
Yeah,
hell,
I
right?
don't know what to do.
I don't know about that, but
You do your job well, that's the thing.
there was this one time I was supposed to go to court because of my car plate is not according to the regulation. Okay. And then I was served to go to the court. What the fuck? Okay. So I don't even know why I'm supposed to go to court. Because of a fucking car plate. Just summon me $50 or some shit. But you know, they just give me a pot. This is a court date. You need to menghadiri some magistrate, some kukuchao. Okay, fine. I didn't go.
Hello, welcome back to the podcast. First, we'd like to thank the Patreon members for paying patronage to the Patreon. That sentence always gets me every time. You guys make this podcast a better podcast every time. Also, if you guys want to do advertising, it's 30 seconds for 50 ringgit. This time, the ad is going to be in between the videos, so you're going to interrupt the listeners just like how I'm interrupting you guys. But you're listening because it's effective. The third thing is, if you guys want us to do the podcast in your place, location, cafe, whatever, contact us on Instagram or just message any one of us, and then we'd be super down to do the podcast at your location. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the podcast. I apologize once again for interrupting your podcast midway. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the podcast.
Okay.
I didn't go. I didn't go on the fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go for after. Yeah, I didn't go. No, hear me out. I didn't go there after 2 years. I want to renew my car license. Okay, I went to the post office, got renew. Oh, sorry bro, you blacklist. They fucking blacklist me. Kenapa? You kena pergi court masjid bro. You buat apa salah there? I like. Car plate, you know what I'm saying? So I went back memory lane. I'm like,
Fucking hell.
so I asked car apa dah buat car. So she said you kena pergi court lah. So I said, I threw the damn saman away, you know. So I was like, Kak, saya punya saman tak tahu mana. Then he asked me to go JPJ to get the saman back. Not the saman, the court order. So I went to JPJ. I'm chill, you know. I remember the first name, Azmin. Like, bang. So I went there, bang. Saya punya hilang lah, saya punya court punya. Then he's like, you buat apa? So I was still studying, not lying. So I say, masih student. I shaved some more, you know, so I look like a damn student. Cut my hair and everything, you know. Then my student, he just chill. Then he print for me a thing. My initial, I was supposed to pay around 500. Then he print his shit. Then I just say, bang, so macam mana kena pergi mahkamah ke bila kena pergi kat mana? Tak payah bro, you bayar sini saja. Then I was like, what? Say what?
Wow. Okay.
So and then I paid 250 some more. They discount me some more, bro. It's such a flaw in our system, right? Can a person, if required to go to a court, can they just don't go to a court?
I think you have to go. Probably they already obtained an order for you against you.
Huh? You sound scary right now, bro. Huh?
Maybe they already say, okay, yeah, you're wrong lah. But I need to see the saman itself lah. Because you say you had to go court, right?
Yeah.
The court might order say that, okay, you are actually wrong. Like your car plate is wrong. Because you're not there to dispute it. Like, no, it's not wrong. So probably the court say, okay, then issue saman.
Then discount lah because
Then
the police
probably-
see you student and
But I didn't go to the court. I
Yeah,
just
correct. Because you're not there. You're not there to defend yourself. You didn't dispute. Maybe if you go there, you can say, no, my car plate is correct.
then they're like, okay lor, what to do?
Then maybe the everything.
no saman.
No
So that's
saman.
why you got the saman lah.
Oh, well, yeah, I still got a discount. And my car plate is still wrong and I still haven't changed. And I know it's wrong and I still haven't changed. You know why I know it's wrong? Because when I asked the car workshop to change it, he said, this one can get saman. I'm like, it's fine lah. But no, not fine at all. So just remember, guys, your car plate.
Make sure you take the expensive normal.
Make sure you
whatever.
just if you see at the waist says police block and it's fucking jammed, use another road. So I had the option to turn right, but I was like, what's the problem? Just turn left. And there was a police block. But I didn't have to go court lah. Yeah,
I got one more question actually. I just thought of it. I remember I got a letter to be on jury duty,
Okay.
but I didn't do it.
Sounds to us like we're not doing a lot of things.
But do you have to do jury duty?
But now Malaysia doesn't have a jury system anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We don't do
I remember I got a
jury.
letter before, like quite a number. I think
We-
7
I think-
7 years ago, 6
yeah.
years ago.
Quite a while ago, there's no more jury system. So it's
Oh.
just a trial, then the judge will.
Even in US, I got a letter to do jury.
Why?
Yeah,
That must be fun.
I didn't do it.
But they pay you though, right?
Yeah,
For
yeah,
you to be a jury.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you just
Because you
have,
spend time there, what?
but you have to make a decision based on your own personal opinion.
Yeah,
when
but then
hear
you
the
have
case,
like a lot of people. Then it has to be majority also, so that it's not you only. You know.
Okay, because I somehow feel there's a flaw in that jury shit.
No, I based on the shows I watch,
Shows.
some
You can
lawyers.
temper them, right?
No, some of them like, oh, I know that jury, right? The jury, right? The guy is known for this. So they kind of profile the jurors.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know whether that's realistic.
But I don't know lah. I think it's difficult, right? Because
Yeah.
it's not like you don't know what that person think or.
Yeah, it's quite like wild card, right? How the
But
fuck
if you
do
pick
expect?
someone else, then maybe that person might not be guilty or whatsoever.
That's why.
Yes. Okay, anyway, so my next question is the best one. Do judges... I'm going to just add a few things.
I like how he's looking at me for double confirmation. He's like, John,
Can I
please,
say-
can I
can I
ask
say?
you, please?
Do judges / clients / whoever else uses sexuality to gain favors?
In the court.
You gotta,
In the
In
court,
the court, some more. No, sorry, just gain favors.
like because I'm a girl, I want to gain favors. Is it? Like is that what you mean? Like your question?
Maybe it's reverse lah.
Please-
Like,
please
have you
rephrase.
seen guys? Fuck lah. Have you seen guys, right? Either judges, jurors. I mean, no more jurors already, but clients, whatever, use sexuality to
Yes.
gain advantage
yes.
or to gain
advantage.
favors. I don't know what the fuck that
Advantage
means.
lah, no?
So basically, like your client,
Hey,
your
man.
sorry, not your client, your what do you call that?
Opponent.
Your opponent come to
opponent.
you
Uh-huh.
and use sexuality.
Yeah,
some
I'll be like- I'll be
don't
like,
even say
oh,
money.
no, I'll be like, he'll be like,
Imagine it's some fat Chinese. Oh, I give you a lot of good time.
yeah.
You're like,
Then you just lose. Yeah.
No lah. I don't
bro,
think.
what kind of world you live in? You
No
I just
lah.
got to know, though. And number 9 is nothing.
Yeah, number
Because I
9
already
answer
asked,
already.
yeah.
And I like how you put SUV instead of SVU. Wait, actually number 5 also, when dealing with your client, what do you even do when you know your client is wrong? Do you just close one eye and pretend that he's correct?
No, I guess
I think you have to
don't-
acknowledge though.
you have to acknowledge like
It helps your
okay,
case.
you want to see where, like, why do you, maybe if it's a corners that I cut, why do you do this? How do you
Yeah.
justify this? Kind of thing. Like, depends on what kind of wrong
Yeah, lor.
also, right? Yeah.
Because there has to be a reason right,
Yeah.
why he did it.
Oh my god, I have one question. What is that thing in lawyering that
Lawyering.
before
Alright.
entering being
A lawyerhood.
Sorry, before entering the lawyerhood, what is that thing that you always thought it is, but when you enter, you found out it's not?
It's not glamorous lah.
Fuck.
It's not at all lah.
So much drama. This is SVU. he's like, fuck.
Like, you think think like lawyers will dress nicely. Half of the time we're just tired.
Huh? You don't dress nice, right?
We dress formally, white shirt, then black pants,
Yeah, lor.
yellow heels. But then not like those you watch in suits, right? They dress like
To the nines.
wow, very nice, right? Yeah, that's nice.
Actually,
Maybe certain firms does that.
But I think on Friday they just wear like casual Fridays,
Casual.
like denim.
I think my firm is
No.
quite nice now. I sort of casual, almost like semi-formal lah. I
yeah, lah,
call it
button down
every
shirt
day.
lah. That's it lah.
But
But
girls
like,
easier to get away
dress.
with it. I just wear a dress.
yeah, but guys very hard, bro.
What else can you do? You must wear
Guys, yeah, no, you can just wear button down shirt and long, but must be long sleeve. But
Oh.
Friday, I don't know lah. I went I don't know whether I'm allowed to even say the law firm. I'm also quite scared. But I
Okay,
know the
better
law
don't
firm
lah.
in
Yeah.
Publica.
Don't.
The guy, I went there on Friday, and all of them damn casual, lor, like jeans. t-shirt.
Usually they would have a casual Fridays.
Yeah, but more I
But the firm that you go to, the lawyers, they dress very nicely.
Is
Oh,
there
is
a
it?
casual
Yeah.
Friday in the court?
the girl quite hot. The one
No
that
lah.
helped me out.
Ah.
There's a hot girl.
Yeah, the one that helped me out.
Okay. They're very pretty there.
Yeah, but you can tell lah because they have to dress to that certain extent. Then you go in the room, got like free drinks and shit. Mad.
Have to lah,
Yeah.
right? You client mah.
I don't know. I'm like this. I went in there. I was wearing button down shirt. I also feel underdressed on a casual Friday, bro.
Serious?
Yeah, bro. I wear button down shirt. Everything. I like. I don't belong because that place right, thumbprint to go through door all that one. Yeah,
Fancy lah.
quite atas one the place, and they have a whole library and stuff like that.
Some
Good.
firms have very, very nice libraries.
Yeah, the facilities
What's,
and all
what's
that.
the purpose of the library? Read cases?
All
Research.
the cases.
Sometimes
the
you just
previous-
want to take a look at like maybe not research. You want to know the basics of it. You would want to remember, right? So you would flip through.
Well, sounds to me the previous old cases. Can we talk about Alantuya?
Okay.
Sorry?
Altan to
Altan to ya.
I don't want to talk about her anymore. So I pronounced her name wrongly.
I had a question, I fucking forgot already.
I'm sorry, John.
It's okay.
That's all, I guess. The last question normally we end with what would your advice be if you wanna, if
To
let's
the-
say a person, an undergraduate, is deciding like, should I be a lawyer? Then cool, it suits and all that.
Yeah.
Then they like watch this podcast and they're like, oh.
Oh.
But I'm sure there are perks and there are downsides to
Yeah
it.
lah,
So
true.
what's your advice?
I think while you can, because you still haven't practiced, right? You would want to do more internships, more placements to see what area of law that you like.
Oh, you can do internship prior to all this one.
You
ah.
can
wait,
during when your degree, you can do 1 or 2 months to see whether do you like the kind of work. Maybe you don't do that much work. Maybe you just do research, but you can see
Can
the
observe.
firm, like observe. Maybe you want a small firm or a big firm. So by right, like some of my friends, they just intern at a small, medium, and large firm. See which they prefer because culture wise, right? Then after that is the type of firm, type of work. Sometimes you go try corporate work. Then you want to try like litigation. Then sometimes you want to try maybe tax. So you just intern. Because once you become a lawyer, you wouldn't want to go try. Because if you keep jumping, your years of experience increases, but you just keep trying new things, right? So you don't
Have
build
that
up.
special.
Yeah, you don't build up your portfolio.
I see,
You
I
won't
see.
become like Zenitsu.
Ah,
Yeah, true.
true.
Yeah. He doesn't have a focus lah. You become like
Them.
he has a talent
Upper
that he doesn't
Moon
know.
1? I don't know.
Yeah, Zenitsu, bro.
Okay,
Damn.
okay. That's good advice.
That's good advice.
You should just do internship as much as you can.
Yeah.
A-levels that time also can do one.
Yeah, can. A lot of firms, they are taking like A-level students or degree.
Wow, so-
you do it during your sem break. So
Sem
long
break.
day sem break.
Oh, you sem break.
Sem break, leave them alone! Wow, damn nice actually. I didn't know lawyer firm could just take intern for people.
But
I
some
thought
of
it's
them
quite
are like for free lah. You don't get paid,
Yeah lor,
right? You
yeah
get
lor.
parking allowance probably.
I guess.
My internship only paid 500. Not bad.
Mine was
Sem break.
800 not bad as well.
Oh,
I
800.
love it. I took it because it was $800. A lot of people getting paid 200, 500.
No, 800 is actually quite good for an intern.
I-
Yeah,
you know?
man. 500 normally standard lah. Anything under 500 is like, wow, kesian you,
Mostly law firms don't really pay interns.
They don't pay,
Like you
Wow.
come in because they teach you also lah. You know.
Damn.
Okay lah, at least they actually teach you, you know.
Yeah.
Alright.
I guess it was definitely fun talking to you about lawyering, man.
I know it's the end of the podcast lah, but we should do an outtakes thing. I feel like we usually close off on such a serious note, so I should.
Oh, you know what? I know.
I know.
If there's two anime guys,
Because I asked it, I was like, normally we have this type of question and then there's a funny question at the end lah. So I
Okay.
think it should be part of a tradition. I think it's quite funny. But
Okay.
I don't know whether we'll like leave this in or it's up to Chop to decide. But it's quite funny. She said she'll send me a Word doc some more.
Excel sheet.
you know what? Okay. Usually I ask if there's two anime girls, would you like to smash? Who would it be? I'm gonna ask you if there's two anime guy,
Sure, Haikyuu one.
you would want smash.
Okay.
Who and why?
She put a lot of thought into this really.
I put a lot of thought into this.
I'm so glad my question
Because
was
it's
impact.
Malaysia, right? I will do of legal age. So the high boys.
Wow!
So the high Q boys are not in. Alright? Just to
Damn
keep this
right. Okay, you right, girl.
correct.
Correct.
Legally, right?
You got to.
right? The manga, right? They are above it.
Why?
In the manga, is it?
Now they are above
Oh.
Now, but I'm way too old lah.
Pedo. Bro,
Cannot.
she's just practicing what she preach.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so go.
So of legal age and working lah.
Whoa.
Okay?
Working.
Must got cash flow lah.
Okay.
So I thought about this. Probably Daisuke Kanbe from the billionaire detective one.
Daisuke what?
Kanbe.
He
Go
better
see.
be fucking hot, bro.
He is.
Wow, I like how Daisuke Kanbe birthday appears also. This guy?
Yes.
Who is he from?
The billionaire detective one.
Conan.
No, not Conan.
No. It's on
Full-
Netflix. You all should
Fogo
watch it.
KG
It's so good.
balance.
Is it because he's handsome or what? Or is it really
Because he's smart.
He's smart.
Is he like
Millionaire
what,
Detective Balance Unlimited.
Yeah. Then he police some more. Yeah. But he do police for fun because he rich.
I know you're excited.
I was scared.
Can you?
It looks like
Right?
Liu Bei lah.
Liu Bei,
You know the
Okay, who's the second
who's the
guy?
second guy?
Jinwoo, solo leveling.
Oh.
Right?
How does Jock know all this and I don't even know?
I still to read was so lovely.
Yeah, it's so good. I asked John to read too.
I couldn't. I read it and I just
So
didn't like it.
Fantastic.
Right?
Oh, he's the main character. ah?
Yeah, the main character.
He quite like lame in the beginning.
No,
Later on, this
got
guy
character
fucking hot,
development.
Jinwoo. He's not even from a manga, bro. He's from a manhwa, bro.
Fine. If you want manga, I give you another one. Gurren.
Gurren Lagann.
Gurren Lagann.
From Seraph of the End.
Gurren.
Okay, at least Gurren I would know.
Sir.
I honestly expect like Levi or Gara.
We're not that basic.
Wow.
No shit. They all atas anime.
Wow, I thought all this flamboyant guy, way.
Well, what's
Okay, true. Gurren.
Yeah.
Gurren is nice. I like
What anime
Gurren.
is it from?
Seraph
Of the
of the
end.
End?
Oh.
Not
But
bad.
the other one is Jinwoo lah, right?
Yeah, fine. Because you say it's manhwa, right? So, benefit of the doubt.
So Jinwoo looks like.
Well, I like how she knows immediately, you know?
Mm.
You had fantasies, man.
No, but I told him, is it when she asked me, can you pick two? I'm like, this month? This month?
So she already had it in mind lah.
At least I remain loyal to Mikasa, way.
Really?
Then
Nanjiao lah.
season 4 becomes
A bit problematic, but after you sent me the yeah. Then I was like, Mikasa, all the way. Yeah, I had a good time, Mikasa, man, that video.
What? There's a video?
What
No
video
lah,
is this?
that video you sent me lah.
Which one?
Later I'll show you, later I'll show you.
Later I'll show you.
I want to know this.
That one too much,
Oh,
too much.
You should. Did they all watch those Demon Slayer fanfics?
No, but they should.
Oh, then you should.
But he don't know. He don't read. He haven't read yet.
The fanfics are good.
Yeah, the fanfic damn good, bro.
I feel like
You know fanfic?
Blink
Yeah.
Sword. What's the fanfic?
The fanfiction.
So it's fanfiction. Fan will write
A story
story
of certain
about the
characters.
characters, like your ship characters.
What's the character of Sanemi? Don't tell me. Is it even real? No, it's not, right?
It's fanfiction. Fiction.
Okay.
What? Okay. But thanks for coming on the podcast, Sonia.
Alright,
I
no
know it's
problem.
late. I know you got Makama tomorrow also.
No lah, it's alright.
Okay.
Alright, thanks.
Thank you for coming on the
Thanks for
podcast.
having me.
Wait, you want you want to shout out your Insta or anything?
Yeah,
Only lah.
Only
to
lah.
all of the fresh graduate, the first step of being a lawyer is doing research. So if you have any question, feel free to ask Sonia
Yeah, you can.
in her Instagram, but you need to find her first.
Yeah, find me.
Not bad, right?
I already kind of revealed it. I'm sorry, but it's private, so you decide lah. Alright.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks. Okay, what kind of fucking question?
Wait, can I see that?